Hello friends, and welcome again to another AFK journey video. So we got to this stage that we're dealing good amount of damage and we are going through the bosses in our dream realm. We're gonna go and show you now Skyclops. Skyclops, the one-eyed monster. He's really interesting. I'm playing a little bit of strategy. I showed you in my previous video the Coco one, which is, I think it's a glitch or something with the delay with his ultimate where he doesn't cast his ultimate until the end of the fight. And it's happening again, but this time with different positioning and different usage of my artifacts. So first of all, the two MVP, I wouldn't say only one. Of course, Odie and Cecia. Cecia at Supreme Plus, she's dealing absolutely incredible amount of damage. Now, if we're gonna go and check Cecia, maybe this charm is dealing insane amount of damage for her. I have two of the epics, but I have one elite, so it's working with the elite. So she's dealing 5% more damage into 15% into 15 seconds into the battle. Then she gets 15 attack speed points 40 seconds into the battle, which is absolutely good. I'm seeing that she's getting viable and she's dealing even better damages than other units that are super better in these kind of situations versus these bosses like Marilee and Corin. For some kind of reason, she's working pretty much perfectly. Now, also massive news, I got Supreme Plus on my Carolina. I just went to pity with her. I had 7 tickets and I had some diamonds, so I blew them up to my pity. It was the last pity that, as you see, 60 out of 60. So on my pity, I got another Carolina. I got her off the wish list now, and it looks pretty awesome. So now I have her ready, and I have Whom ready too for the same team. Aaron needs 2 more copies. Thorin needs 2 more copies. Heaven, I will buy from the shop 2 more copies. I'm waiting for Arden to get more copies. As we see, he needs 1 more copy to get him to that Legendary Plus, and we can bump him to Mythic. And he will need 10 more copies, I think, or 12 more copies to go to Mythic Plus, which will be absolutely fantastic. Instead of him, I'm playing Cecia on the PvP team, and she's doing fine because she roots and entangles on the first hit, and then she does some control, which will help me allow my Carolina to deal even more damage. Now, let's talk about Skyclops. Skyclops is really a boss that I'm still not understanding, and with this lineup, so basically when I play at this kind of time, I'm bumped out of the top 100. This time I'm dealing even more damage with this lineup, and hopefully I would help you to get to the top 100 with this lineup. It's very free to play lineup, very free to play, friendly lineup. It doesn't require Mythic Plus Corin or Mythic Plus Vala or Mythic Plus any of these characters like Marilee or whatever. If you build Odie and you're building other units slowly. Now, of course, I'm playing Kruger. He's at Mythic, not Mythic Plus. I'm playing Coco. She's at Legendary Plus, which will give her the haste. Legendary Plus is a major break point for her. I was playing her here, actually, and I was playing this one. And for some reason, also the boss is not casting the ultimate at all. So I'm gonna show you this lineup, and then I'm gonna show you the lineup that I did the highest damage with her or with that team, with the new artifact, which is the evocation spell, which is absolutely fantastic. Increase in attack, get a little bit of HP, some increase of crit, and that's also massive and helpful. Now, another thing I want to just let you know that I went and upgraded the equipment that give bonus health to my Kruger, so he would survive initially the burst from the boss when he gets low on HP after Coco's ultimate, because she's not at Mythic Plus. We don't get the shields, so he can't sustain, and he doesn't get the shields because he's not at Mythic Plus. So keep that in mind. If you have Coco at Mythic Plus, your whole run is a little bit more safer because you will not get demolished or destroyed by the boss damage, because you're gonna get that extra shield, and with Smokey you're gonna get the heals from him with his cloud. So this is absolutely a crucial point. Coco is proving herself to be one of the best bossing meta teams or meta units in the team comps, specifically for this season in general. So let's go and check this lineup. How would it do? And as you see, Kruger gets a small shield at the start, plus we're gonna get this. It will give us the artifact that we're using. It will give us a little bit of magic and physical defense for our lineup. Here we go. Cecia dropped the golem, Coco dropped her ultimate. Okay, we got the ultimate. I think Coco was supposed to be instead of Cecia position, and if she's instead of Cecia position, there where the boss will not do his ultimate. We're gonna switch them up in the next run, and I will show you that, because sometimes it's working for some people. They told me this trick actually helped him. The trick of Coco being in that position, and the boss is not doing any ultimate. It's helping them actually survive and deal even more damage with this lineup. So we're gonna go and test that the same way that we tested it before with the enlightening spell, but this time we're not using the enlightening spell. So here we go. We're still dealing relatively good amount of damage. I will show you the damages that Cecia is doing absolutely phenomenal, especially with this artifact. If you're using this artifact, she's dealing incredible amount of damage. Now, if you're using the other one, the evocation spell, she's dealing a little bit less. And as you see, she almost does the same amount of damage as Odie with this one, plus the debuff of Kruger, which is very helpful. So let's go and switch it up. I just want to show you how fun it is when you get the boss not to do any ultimate. I think this is the positioning that I was doing with this lineup, with this artifact. Not the enlightening spell, because she's getting the haste already from herself with the legendary plus, so you don't need that. Now, if she's not legendary plus, yes, use the enlightening spell. She's gonna get that initial burst of energy, and then she will allow the boss not to cast an ultimate for some reason. Is he gonna do? He's doing an ultimate. I don't know why it changed now. I just logged off the game, logged in, and now it's not working anymore, which is kinda a little bit like surprising for me, because I tried it like 2 or 3 runs and the boss never ultimate. I don't know why. Maybe we killed his summons quickly, maybe we didn't. I don't know the specific reason for that, why it's happening. And here we go. Coco gave us the buff again, but Kruger this time died, and the boss didn't ultimate this time. For some reason, he have full bar, still not ultimate. I don't know why. There's no explanation for me. I don't know why. And now he's gonna ultimate. And he didn't ultimate yet. It's still not doing the ultimate. We still have 23 seconds and he's not doing the ultimate. I don't know why is that. And sadly, Kruger died in this run, but he's not supposed to die. Actually, we always continue here and deal maximum amount of damage. Still, this lineup worked pretty fine, even with Kruger dying. Now, with Kruger surviving, we're dealing even more damage, and 40%. That's what you want to get, at least, is the 40%, because the 40% will allow you to get this chest. And if you're at level 300 as resonance level on your equipment, you can use this, but this is for later. Now we can't use it actually. It allowed me to get to the 79th place. Now, no unit died on my lineup and I survived everything with this evocation spell. Absolutely phenomenal. Increase in HP, attack, and crit rate, which is good. Cecia will allow us to deal extra amount of damage because of the Kruger presence here. Kruger will deal good amount of damage. Smokey and Odie will deal magical damage. Odie will pop off as usual because of the season. And I don't have his charms built up. I have 2 charms, 1 elite and 1 I think legendary, and the other one is the blue one. So he doesn't have any kind of buffs. If he does the buffs, or if he gets them, absolutely his numbers will increase and it will allow you and will push you relatively more. So the boss will do the ultimate and we survived, and now Smokey will give us the buff and the healings, and Coco, after the buff goes off, she drops the buff back again immediately with the evocation spell. This is why I'm telling you, play the evocation spell absolutely crazy, because it gives you haste, it gives you HP, it gives you attack, and it gives you a shield at the start. So at the start you'll be protected. Now the shield is not the most important one. I hope that the shield was happening in the end of the fight. You get the haste immediately at the start of the fight, but for defensive reasons, maybe in the story it gives us the shield, and this will be even better for us. Now the boss is again trying to attack, and we're getting to that 40%, and that 40% is where you want to go with this run. And Kruger said a goodbye to us, but we're still getting... Now on my other run, my Kruger didn't die, but we're still having 15 seconds. We killed the minions really fast and we're hitting the boss. Are we gonna get to the 40% with this one? I think we should. And we get the ultimate. I hope we survive. We did survive a little bit and we got to the 40%. So same thing, but the thing about it is the RNG. If you get Kruger not to die, you're with RNG, with the boss not criticking or dealing heavy damage to him, which will be absolutely fantastic. And if you're gonna go and check, also Cecia almost does the same amount of damage that Odie does. Now you're gonna tell me why is that happening? Is because of using Kruger. This is the main point. Plus she's getting the buff of the charms, so the charms actually help. And Odie is Odie, we know everything. Now if you use the Crescent spell, Smokey will deal more damage than Kruger, and Odie will deal even more damage than the ones that he's doing, because it will amplify his magical damage. But Cecia's damage will drop off a little bit less, I think, because she's not having the haste if we're using the Crescent spell. So this is why I tell you, use the Crescent spell. Absolutely one of the POG artifacts that we got in this game, and it will help you a lot. Now here, I've read the recommendation. Many people ask me about the recommendation. Why we're not playing Brutus? Why we're not playing it? They don't work. They don't work. Yes, Brutus does defense shred. It won't help you because the damage output from Kruger is better than him. The utility of Kruger is even better than him. And he has highest percentage to do for the entire battle. He doesn't do it for the entire battle, the defense shred. Heaven is good, but we're not playing the synergy. As you see, we're playing 4 maulers and we're playing 1 non-mauler. If we're playing less maulers, we're not gonna get the 18%, we're gonna get 14. If we're playing somebody else like let's say Thorin, we're gonna get the 14%, and this is what you want. The 18% is absolutely helpful. If you're gonna go and check here, because we're playing all maulers except 1 unit, we have the 18%. Now, of course, if you drop her off and you added any random mauler and you're gonna go and check your buffs, it will go up to 22%. This is why in the future we want to build somebody like Shakir with AoE damage so he can clear the waves, and we don't rely on Cecia. But Cecia so far, because she has the defense penetration, Shakir will never be as good as her or better than her. Never ever will be better than her. I'm just telling you that straight up. We did the testing at Supreme Plus with her at Supreme Plus. Still, she's pulling off bigger numbers than him. So that's my lineups. That's my opinion actually, and my advice to you. Play Cecia, even if you're a whale and you have different lineups and better lineups, or you have a better units, but you're still lacking in the damage for some reason. Play this specific lineup, go to reach a certain point, grab the 40%, and then try different lineups and check different strategies from different websites and different content creators and do them. And if you get something better, come to the comment section, let me know so we can spread the message and tell everybody. And yeah, that was it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching, and as always, stay frosty. Peace.